This is EA Sports' new most difficult mission in Madden 24, but if you complete it, you get 700,000 coins. Let's talk about it. Now, Soulsalsa family, and welcome back to another Madden 24 video. In this one, we're talking about a mission in the Ultimate Kickoff promo. We'll be going over how to do it, as well as if it's even worth it. But first, before we get started, hope you guys all enjoyed the Thursday Night Football game yesterday. Football is officially back. The Saints are playing in 2 days. Oh my God, bro, it's awesome. And you know what? I'm feeling good. Here's a $10 PlayStation gift card. If you want gift card giveaways all throughout the weekend, leave a like on the video. If this gets up to 700 likes, I'll do giveaways on Saturday and on Sunday. All right, now let's get started and go over the Darren Waller free player. Now, first of all, I just want to show you guys the card. Then we'll talk about how you can earn him, give you some tips, as well as talk about if it's worth it. Talking about if it's worth it is probably the most important part of this video. Okay, so as you guys can see right here, when you go to the auction block and you put in Darren Waller's name, there's actually kind of a hidden 87 overall player. EA Sports didn't really have any messaging in game about this card, but as you guys can see, there's an 87 overall Ultimate Kickoff Darren Waller. And in the description, it says he's a MUT 24 Ultimate Kickoff head-to-head reward. So let's talk about how we can get this player. Of course, if you get him, you're going to be able to get a player who you can sell off for 700k. As you can see, he's literally selling for 700 right now. Now, the way you pick up this player is going on over to head-to-head, going on over to the Ultimate Kickoff event. And as you guys can see right here, the UK Showdown placements lineup restricted event. I know, they basically put a whole paragraph in here. Let's talk about what this means, as well as what you got to do to get the card. Now, to pick up this Darren Waller card, you are going to need to win a Super Bowl in this event. As you guys can see, this is just like a regular head-to-head season event. If you win 5 games, you get to the playoffs. If you win a few games in playoffs, you win a Super Bowl. And of course, if you end up losing 3 games, I believe your season will come to an end. And if you lose a game in the playoffs, your season will come to an end. So I believe the magic number to go through here and get Darren Waller is 8. If you win 8 games, you will get Darren Waller. But is this worth it? And first of all, how do you even get a lineup that works for this event? Let's talk about it. Now, as you guys can see, this event is lineup restricted. So there's a few restrictions you guys gotta know. And for a lot of people watching this video, there will likely be a lock over top of the event unless you have the correct lineup. So in terms of what you need to enter, you're gonna need 6 Ultimate Kickoff players. You're gonna need 10 gold or less players, no silver players, and an 81 overall team or lower. Now, how do we get a team that's gonna allow us to compete in this event? Well, the first thing you're gonna want to do is you gotta put Brandon Cooks in your lineup, as well as Amanio Gawarrier. No excuses. Those are 2 Ultimate Kickoff players. You need them in your lineup. To buy Madden 24 coins for the cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use promo code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Next up, what I would also recommend you guys do is go to the auction block and buy some gold Ultimate Kickoff players. What this is going to do is allow you guys to kind of play with the overall of your team. Now, if you're an 81 overall or lower right now, with those Ultimate Kickoff players that you buy, put them in as backup. So for like this John Gaines right here, I put him in as a backup. If, for example, you already were an 81 or lower, simply put in your players you buy as backups, like at tight end number 3, at quarterback number 2. That will get you more Ultimate Kickoffs in your lineup. Again, you'll need to buy 4 Ultimate Kickoffs because you get 2 for free, and then you just got to get 4 more to get up to the magic number of 6. But if you guys are higher than an 81 overall, what you're going to want to do is you're actually going to want to put these Ultimate Kickoff players in as starters. So right here, we have Taylor Heineke as our quarterback number 1, and essentially what I'm going to do is once I get into the game, I'm going to sub Warren Moon into my starting quarterback. I know it's a method that I didn't really want to talk about on the channel because I kind of wish people did this fairly, but there's so many other YouTubers that have talked about this that I feel like if I don't tell you guys, I'm kind of putting you guys behind the 8 ball, and those other guys are getting a competitive advantage. So I want to make sure you guys have the best chance at winning in this event. I kind of wish the restrictions were legit, but they're not. So what you can do is you can put in like gold Taylor Heineke as your quarterback 1. Then once you get into the game, you can just substitute in Warren Moon as your quarterback 1 and have him actually play for you, but basically just mess around with your lineups overall by having this guy in. So for me personally, what I did is I put in Taylor Heineke, I put in John Gaines, I got Sam Laporta, we have Brandon Cooks right here, and on the defensive side, we have Amanio Gawarrier playing free safety, and that was literally enough to bring my lineups overall down. Basically, all I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go through here, and I'm going to have to sub in a different free safety, sub in a tight end, and sub in a quarterback when I'm in game. Oh yeah, and also another tip I want to give you, which I actually personally didn't take my own advice here, I probably should have, for positions like fullback, for positions like middle linebacker or defensive tackle who don't really play on your field, be sure you have gold players in at those spots. So like at fullback right here, put in the lowest overall card you possibly can. Of course, you can't put in silvers, but put in like your Frank Gore as your fullback. He's a 65 overall. That's going to tank your overall. For like your middle linebacker, put in some absolute scrub. You're going to want to put in bad players in those positions, which will bring your lineups overall down. And also another thing I want to say is when you guys are building this lineup, I strongly recommend that you build it as a separate lineup. So go to the right here, click change active lineup, and then click triangle to create a new lineup. And the reason why why I suggest this is because if you want to play solos or you want to play something that's not in the event, it's easier to just flip between your lineups rather than have to build out your entire lineup every single time. So I have my no money spent team right here. This is like the team that I will play solos with. This is the team that I'll like play online with if I'm not playing in the event. And then I have just like a lineup number 1 right here, which is an 81 overall team, and it satisfies the criteria. So that's what I recommend when it comes to building out the team. Put your 2 free ultimate kickoff players in your lineup. Get some other ultimate kickoffs that can either allow you to bring your lineup down or just put in as backups. If you gotta bring your lineup down, what I recommend you do is also like move players around at fullback, middle linebacker, and DT. Those are the easiest positions to kind of just bring your overall down because honestly, they don't play for you and you're not gonna have to substitute them when you're in game. Now let me actually hop into a game right here to talk about whether or not it is worth playing this event, whether or not you should play it, as well as go through and actually show you how you can have Warren Moon playing for you or how you can have your starting tight end in at the right position. Because again, we want to make sure that even though we put in Taylor Heineke Gold to bring our lineup overall down, we still want to use Warren Moon. I know I kind of wish the restrictions actually worked. I kind of wish you actually had to build an 81 overall team. That would be fun. Unfortunately though, that's not the way it works. And as you guys will see, we're going to play against someone who actually might be doing this legit. We'll see. But let's talk about whether or not it is worth it to go through here and grind for Darren Waller. Now, to be honest, I'm not going to lie. This mode feels like the hardest mode online right now. Like, I'm not going to lie. This is more sweaty than head-to-head seasons. This is more sweaty than weekend league. This right now, it feels like is where all the quote-unquote good players are playing. So if you're like someone who might not be the best Madden Ultimate Team player, like myself included, I am not that amazing at Madden Ultimate Team. I don't think personally I will win a Super Bowl. Of course, there's a chance that I can, as you can see right here. I think this guy's, oh, he's quit. No, we'll take the free win. You know what? Hey, maybe you should play this mode. We're on our way to a free Darren Waller. But like I was saying, I've been playing around with this mode, and I'm not gonna lie, I lost 3 games before I won 5. Like, it's not super easy to get into playoffs. And also, I will say, it's not like you're gonna get a ton of other rewards if you like get to the conference championship. If you get to a conference championship, you don't really get anything. As you can see, like, look at this guy's team, bro. 89s across the board. He is absolutely using a method to get his team as good as possible. Now, I know I am as well, but that's what you guys are gonna run into in this mode. Like, you're gonna run into people with god squads that are very, very good at this game, and it's pretty difficult to beat some of those players. Like, unless you got a great team or a great scheme, it's gonna be pretty tough to do so. I know for me personally, this should be a competitive, close game, but if I get into playoffs and I have to win 3 competitive close games in a row, I mean, I don't necessarily know that I'm gonna be able to do that. Like, I'm not that amazing at this game. Now, like I promised before, let me show you guys how you sub in players. So what you want to do is you want to go to the position where you need to make a sub, then you're going to click triangle, and basically you can click X on the guy you want to change. So right here, Taylor Heineke, I want to change him for Warren Moon. So we're going to click X, we're going to change that, we're going to go to tight end right here, we're going to put in Michael Meyer, and just like that, I've already got basically my perfect lineup. I have the lineup that I want, and it just takes you 1 second. Again, you do the exact same thing on defense, go to the formation, click triangle, and that's all you got to do. So it's really that simple to get your team as good as you could possibly want it in this game mode. As you can see, we're getting absolutely hollered at, and I throw a pick 6 on the first play. That's what I'm saying, bro. This mode's tough. Like, this mode is tough. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to scroll down and drop a like. Drop a like from you, my boy. Let's get to 750 likes. That would be awesome. And if you want to check out how to get a full free champion player in the Ultimate Kickoff promo, click this video you see on the screen, and I'm out, boys. Peace.